Hello YouTube! Today I tell you guys my fun stories about uniforms in school because I've worn uniforms my whole life and I have a few stories about how ridiculous my school was with uniforms. So yeah, enjoy. Hi, Editing Sage here. I just watched this back and I did not realize how much I stutter and say like and so many times during this video. I'm really sorry. I don't talk to myself that much. I'll do better next time, I promise. Anyways, I'm sorry, I tried cutting it out as much as I could. So, for all of my life, I have gone to a private school, from elementary school, middle school, high school. I'm not gone to college yet, but, reason why I went to a private school, because I'm sure all of you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, why'd you decide to go to a private school? You must be, like, rich or something. The fudge. Well, what is this? Is she okay? So I went to a private school mainly because of its religious affiliation. It matched up with my family's, and my family was just felt that it was important that I went to a school that matched my religion. So that was the main reason why I went to a private school for all my life. And obviously an important part of private school is the uniforms. I'm sure you guys are aware of that, and I'm honestly fine with uniforms. That means I don't have to think about what I have to wear in the morning. Like, I mean, there are some days where I'm like, oh, I wish I could have worn just like, you know, sweatpants and a hoodie to school, but it's whatever. There's not much I can do about that, but, you know, I have a specific uniform I have to wear. I wear every day to school. Honestly, it's kind of nice just not putting that much effort into an outfit. I mean, granted, I never put that much effort into my outfits anyway. Standard uniforms for all of my life, it has been, you know, the guys wear either pants or shorts, and then everyone else wears polos. And the girls would either have a choice between skirts, pants, shorts, whatever. It didn't really matter. Girls weren't required to wear skirts, but, I mean, most girls wore skirts anyway. And the main thing about, you know, with obviously this being a, oh my god, with obviously this being a religious school is that, skirts need to be a certain length above. They cannot be a certain length above knee. And my middle school and elementary school took this very seriously. They were like, you cannot have a skirt 2 inches above the knee, otherwise you are going to be the big trouble. And yeah, they enforced this rather well. And I don't think we had any incident of girls having their skirts that high above their knee. Like, it was kind of impressive at my middle school and elementary school. But yeah, anyways, I go to high school and like, it's obviously the same rules. Like, it's a bit less strict. Like, my middle school had some ridiculous rules. Like, we couldn't wear a hair tie we couldn't wear 2 hair ties around our wrist because it was considered 2 bracelets, and we weren't allowed to wear 2 or more bracelets. Don't ask. I don't know. I go to high school and I just see like a bunch of, obviously the rules said like, oh, you have to wear a skirt like 3 inches above the knee, like no longer than 3 inches above the knee. Like, yeah, that's standard rules. So I go to school, I see so many girls wearing skirts that are so high up, and wow, like, it was so bad some days. They decided to just like, you know, wear really skimpy underwear and just show off their ass to everyone. It was, I never understood it, but yeah, I don't know. My school claimed they tried to do everything they could to stop it, but for the entire freshman year that I was there, they did nothing. I don't think I ever saw anyone get a detention or anything for skirts, like, for having their skirts too high. Like, I never saw it. I just, like, the most I'd see is just a teacher being like, yo, your skirt's kind of short, and then just being like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. And then they're just like, oh, you might have gotta make sure it's long, and they're just like, okay, whatever. At the end of freshman year, and keep in mind, like, this is a new high school, I had to buy uniforms, like, and uniforms are kind of expensive, like, they're not cheap. It's nearing the end of my freshman year, and all of a sudden, we just get this email during class being like, okay, Lamau, we're gonna ban skirts. Skirts aren't allowed anymore. Girls are gonna be required to wear Bermuda shorts or pants. And, first of all the girls start freaking the fuck out. Like, they're just like, oh my god, they're banning skirts, how dare they? They've explained their reasoning in the email behind this, and their reasoning was basically like, Lamau, we're lazy, we tried telling you guys to stop, you guys wouldn't stop, we won't enforce rules, but we expect you guys to follow them anyways, we lazy, and we just don't want to deal with it. And I was like, that is literally the lamest excuse ever. Like, come on. Like, I mean, I understand if at some point they were trying to, like, they claim they gave out, like, thousands of hours of detention and whatever, and, like, I'm sure, I believe them, I'm sure they gave out a lot of detentions for that. But honestly, for stuff like that, like, some girls do not give a flying flip about detention. And honestly, it's kind of stupid that they don't give a flying flip about detention. You know, the best way to fix that is, if they don't care about detention and they're wearing their skirts too high, is to just subject them to public embarrassment. Like, they obviously do not like public embarrassment. I know this from experience with other female friends. But personally, what I would have done was, if I would have sent them to the office if their skirt was too high, and made them wear, like, ugly PE clothes or something. I don't know, just, like, the ugliest thing ever. Subject them to public embarrassment, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't make that mistake again, because I don't think they would want to be at school wearing that ugly uniform. And, like, honestly, it's kind of dumb that they care about that so much, but, you know, I think that's the direction the school should have taken with that whole dilemma. Some of the parents were pretty mad too, but most of the parents were mainly just mad because, oh my god, we're gonna have to spend more money on uniforms, what the heck? Everyone starts basically being like, we need to protest this, we need to go out in the streets and protest this madness, like, this is unfair, this is unjust. Like, some people were even making the argument that it was sexist, and I was like, how the flip is it sexist? And basically their whole argument was, oh, they're only paying attention to, they're only paying attention to the girls with dress code violations. And I'm like, you're the ones wearing skirts that showed off your ass. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They obviously start protesting, like, on the street outside my school. Like, the local news are, like, documenting this. Like, it was, like, ridiculous. And of course, like, the local news decided to document, like, the worst ever candidates for interviews. Like, basically all the people they had for interviews were basically just like, skirts are for girls, pants are for boys, just let us wear our skirts, pants are ugly, oh my god. Like, I was like, this is embarrassing. Like, oh my god, they're not even addressing, like, the fact that the school is just lazy, and this is just their lazy way out of, like, not enforcing rules. Like, come on. Like, bruh. I mean, some parents were actually intelligent and actually mentioned the fact that we'd have to spend extra money on new uniforms, but most of the girls protesting were basically just like, oh my god, these things are ugly. It's sexist. The school's sexist. I took no part in those protests. I think some of my friends were like, oh my god, you should take part in the protests. And I'm like, dude, the people that are protesting are absolute idiots. No, I'm not gonna protest with these idiots that don't know how to fight it. I mean, at some point I did come up with the idea that the boys should wear skirts and protest to help us out, but, you know, no boy in their right mind was gonna do that. Like, it all rolled over pretty quickly. Like, we made a change.org petition, like, over, like, 3,000 people signed it, and the school didn't care. They were like, Lamau, haha, you're gonna stay with pants, and honestly, like, no one even cares now. It's been a few years since that whole thing. No one gives a crap anymore, except for the fact that, like, you know, Now we have the problem of the girls wearing super tight pants, which I guess you could call a problem. I'm not entirely sure if you can call it a problem, but, like, the school and this new dress code was like, you cannot wear, like, super tight pants. And yeah, I've seen plenty of people wearing super tight pants, and the school has not said anything about it. So, you know, it's a little bit hypocritical, but whatever. The whole skirt thing was very, very stupid. Like, honestly, like, I was a bit annoyed by it, but in the end, I was like, I don't really care. It's just, I don't really care about my appearance or what I'm wearing into school. Like, I could care less. I mean, obviously, like, I put some effort into myself. I don't go to school looking like a complete blob, but I think I put less effort into myself than any other average female. I maximize my sleep time. Like, if I can sleep for a little bit longer and sacrifice a little bit of my physical appearance, like, I am definitely doing that. Is this guy just... Okay, he's just not moving. Alright, that's Pog. Die, 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 die. Oh, okay. Am I just gonna stand here? Bruh. Is this guy hacking? I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna be standing here until the end of time, until I eventually die. Okay, we're just gonna save time then. I probably won't be going to a private university. I mean, I might be, but even if I were, they're not gonna have uniforms, so that's actually gonna be like one of the few times in life I'll be like, holy crap, I have to actually plan what I wear in the morning. What the frig? Yeah, I guess when I'll be going to college, I'll actually have to figure out stuff to wear. I'll be honest, I'm gonna be wearing sweats and a hoodie every day to college. Like, I'm gonna be way too lazy to have the brain capacity to think of anything else. But yeah, I am curious to know what your guys' dress code things are at your school. Like, do you guys have what are the limits at your guys'? Because I'm assuming most of you guys go to public school. Most people go to public school anyway. But I'm personally just wondering, because like some of the more ridiculous stuff I already mentioned was, oh, you can't have a hair tie around your wrist you can't have 2 hair ties around your wrist. It's considered 2 bracelets, and which, yeah, I don't understand the mean on jewelry. Like, come on, bro. Like, also my high school is more chill, but like my middle school and elementary school wouldn't let us wear nail polish. I still to this day don't understand why. Like even in 8th grade, like they were like, oh, in 8th grade you can only wear like nude nail polish, like the same color of your skin, and like I think a few girls had like acrylic nails, and the school flipped out about it. They were like, oh my god, acrylic nails, how dare you? And like I don't know. I mean, it's middle school. Like I don't know. I've never understood, but whatever. They also didn't let us dye our hair. And they still don't let us dye our hair in my high school. They only let us do natural colors. So, but yeah, like I remember, like it was like 2 days before summer in middle school, and this girl had dyed her hair pink, and they were like, you need to get that removed, like now, like I'm pretty sure the girl was like, bruh, like it's 2 days until summer. They're like, no, I don't care, like you need to remove that. So I don't think she ended up removing it, but it's fine. Anyways, those are my stories about uniforms. If this video does well, I guess I'll tell more stories about my life. I have plenty written down. Don't know what else to say. I'm not good at YouTube. Like I don't want to be that cliche YouTuber being like, oh my god, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Oh my god, like I don't want to do that. So just I don't know. Just consider sleeping and drink some water. I guess is all I have to say.